Balloon Beats.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hensey, joined tonight for the postgame by the man, Brandon Kramer. How are we doing tonight, Brandon?
I'm actually happy about baseball now.
I'm excited. I'm happy. Listen, chat, Yankees win 5-3. Before we even do roll call attendance, shout out to Tony Cartagena with the $10 dono. Appreciate you, my man. Donating during the stream intro. I think what it is like the music just gets people like too happy. There's like, yeah, I have to donate. So shout out to you, my man. Really do appreciate that. Let's take attendance / roll call. You guys know the deal. Shout out to Matt, Joseph. We got Steven, Smooth J, Ed, Blue City Empire Sports. We got PTR, JT, Damian, Jesus, Yo Elvis, Austin. Did I say PTR? If I did, PTR times 2. We got KG Baseball, D-Dog, CJ. Yankees remain the same. Not really, though. Amy, sorry if I missed anybody. Hope everyone's enjoying their night. The Yankees pulled out a great victory tonight. But you know how we usually like start off the post games going over the box score or whatever? I kind of want to pull up something different tonight. I think you know what route I'm going down here, Brendan.
Me calling the Hicks home run?
No. But let's watch this video really quick. Happened. I think the Yankees win tonight 5-3. I think it happened. Whoa. Brandon, what was the final score tonight?
It was 5 runs to 3 runs.
It was. Now, I don't want to say like my new nickname's like Pat Stradamus.
That was probably the first time you got a prediction right. So,
can you take it back?
No.
Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, I get it. But before we do get into the box score, once again, shout out to Jesus Chavez with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. You're a legend. Helps out a bunch. Let's go. Stan, Odor, Frazier. Thumbs down. Dietrich. I love how I'm starting like a Dietrich wave. The only thing is like now that Odor is kind of performing, we might not see Dietrich, which kind of sucks, but we'll see. Let's pull up the box score from tonight's game really quick. Honestly, it was a great sight to see. How many hits did the Yankees have? 6? It seemed like more, just because, bro, I feel like they had a lot of
so many people hit the ball over 100 miles an hour. So many.
Just so unlucky. But DJ went 1 for 4. Stanton, big night from Giancarlo. 2 for 4 with 2 home runs. Judge, not that good of a night, but whatever. He hit a couple of lasers, though.
He did.
Yeah. 0 for 4 night from Glaber. Not too concerned about Glaber. He's coming off a 3 for 4 night.
He hit some hard. He smashed one at Jose Ramirez, but Cupcake dude had to catch it. Please tell me you get that reference.
No, I get it because 2017 and Cupcake, whatever.
We're like 3-0 at the stadium. Cupcake.
Yeah. Gio 0 for 3. It's all right. He's coming back from lower back tightness. Hicks 1 for 4. Hicks hit a home run too. Love to see that from Hicks. Gary 1 for 4. Frazier 0 for 2, but he did have 2 walks. He worked a great at bat against Class A, which I really was not expecting. And then Rougned Odor. Rougned Odor is the man of the night. Clutch 2-run home run. Now, listen, I kind of said this before. I'm abandoning the Rougned Odor hate train at least for the next 24 to 48 hours. I think it's well deserved. It seems like the dude doesn't really hit for this team, but when he does, the hits are massive.
Literally. If he's just going to perform poorly, but when we need him to get a hit, he's going to do that. Take that any day of the week.
Same. Listen, shout out to Alex with the $2.99 super chat. Appreciate you, my man. Means a lot. Imagine not thinking Giancarlo Stanton is top 10. Could you imagine, like, actually when not thinking that when Giancarlo Stanton's locked in, he's not a top 10 player in the league? Bro, the dude's an animal. When he's on his A game,
bro, I mean, the first home run 118, the second home run 115.7. I mean,
it's unreal, bro. Okay, but this is exactly what we said in the pregame, right? We were like, look, all this Giancarlo Stanton hate only because when he's not locked in, he looks really bad. But once he gets locked in, he looks like he's unstoppable, and that's exactly what we've seen tonight out of Giancarlo Stanton. And listen, maybe it had to do with facing a lefty. Maybe he's more comfortable. But still, I don't know.
But then his second home run was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball that he took the other way.
Opposite field, bro.
115.7. I mean,
beautiful piece of, bro.
I mean, and looking at Baseball Savant, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of our outs, like right here, Frazier, Torres, Gio Urshela twice, and then Hicks, all had 100+ exit velo lineouts.
Yeah.
Like everyone was hitting the ball hard.
Also, before we get too deep into that, shout out to Jesus Chavez with the 99-cent super sticker. Love to see that. Appreciate you, my man. Genuinely appreciate
There's
that.
Something called a super sticker?
Apparently, like super stickers, I guess. But I do want to pull the box score back up if I could find it, because I do want to talk a little bit about Jordan Montgomery's start. Kind of, Brandon, a lot of aspects of tonight's game reminded me of last night. No?
Honestly, I literally said on the pregame, I'm like, you will tell from the first inning whether or not Montgomery has it. And early on, he just wasn't finishing his pitches. Then he grinded through about 4 2/3 innings. I mean, that's all you really can ask for out of your probably true number 5 starter. But I mean, looking at the boxer, Lucas Litke freezes.
Oh yeah,
Reyes with that curveball was beautiful.
I didn't think it was going to go that well. I really did not.
I thought he was going to hang one and it was going to be absolutely sent to the moon.
But no, seriously, like Jordan Montgomery, kind of looking at this game as a whole, like I said, very reminiscent of last night. Yankees trail by 3 early, right? Make their comeback. Jordan Montgomery obviously didn't have his best stuff tonight, but I think after that first inning, kind of like Domingo Germán last night, he rebounded pretty well. You would have liked to see him finish that 5th inning, but listen, he got the job done. That's all that matters. But what I did think was interesting was the process of taking Montgomery out, right? It seemed like Boone was coming out there and giving Montgomery the opportunity to kind of make his case to stay in the game. Is that just me overthinking it? Because that's exactly what it seemed like. It wasn't like Boone came out to the mound and already had a decision in his head that he was going to be taking him out.
I honestly think they just discussed, gave Litke a couple more throws. I think they were taking him out anyway if that next batter got on. I think
but here's my thing. If you're going to bring in a lefty to face Reyes, why not just leave in Montgomery?
I mean, because Reyes' last at-bat smoked one.
I get it. But, I don't know. I think I would have left in Monty in that situation. That's just me, though. Yeah. Moving forward, listen, Lucas Litke has kind of been super underrated for the Yankees. As kind of a mop-up guy, I guess that's what his role is kind of with this team. He's been pretty solid. I would say like a Nestor Cortez Jr. type of vibe. Darren O'Day, what? Well, you hate Nestor Cortez Jr.
No, it just reminds me of all the openers we had.
No, yeah. Darren O'Day continues solid season. Chad Green, still untouchable. But Aroldis Chapman is the man you could use to say untouchable because he didn't even have his best stuff tonight.
Today.
Bro, he was still awesome.
I love Aroldis Chapman. It's the best he's ever looked. And Chad Green was a little bit low. His velo was a little bit down today. But I mean, that play by Gleyber Torres on that double play was really clutch.
No, I know. And there was one play by Gleyber that he kind of should have made the play on.
Yeah, that
what
one
do you think about that?
I think with Ramirez's speed, you needed to make that type of play to get him, and I just think he whiffed on it. That's a play with Ramirez's speed. You have one chance to get him, and you can't mess up the transfer or anything.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think from the beginning of the season, I would definitely say that Gleyber has improved at shortstop.
He's just not thinking anymore. I honestly think he's just like, I think we all thought early on it was just a mental game. It was just the throws. All he's doing now is just gets the ball. He's got the arm strength, just making the throws.
Yeah, I mean, I think also, Yankees take the first 2 from Cleveland, right? We kind of came into this road trip where like this is a huge, massive road trip for the New York Yankees. 8 games, 4 in Cleveland, 4 in Baltimore. These are 2 teams that they should easily be able to beat up on, right? So if we were saying if they don't go 6-8 on this road trip, it's a problem. And right now the Yankees record is what, 8-11?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, if they would have lost these first 2 games, we're looking at what, a 6-13 record, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that would have been a lot worse. So I think that it's so important that the Yankees got off to this hot start on this road trip. Tomorrow night, they have a great pitching matchup in Shane Bieber and Garrett Cole, bro. I don't know. I think that the Yankees are kind of set up in a great position right now. If they can win all 8, maybe we could be looking at this team a little bit differently. I don't know. But listen, chat, I know in the pregame we kind of discussed the Aroldis Chapman video that was up on the YouTube channel for like an hour this morning. But you guys could definitely go check out that video now on Newsbreak. Everyone, you guys could head over to the link in the description. It should be the first link in the description. Download Newsbreak and follow Unhinged New York on there. We're going to be uploading kind of like daily post-game videos. They're like quick post-game reactions, kind of like what we do live, except a quick 5-minute kind of breakdown of that. Also, there's going to be like some exclusive videos going up on there as well. So be sure to hit the link in the description. Should be the first link, like I said. Download Newsbreak, and then once you get on there, search up Unhinged New York and follow us on there. Exclusive content coming soon on there. But yeah, listen. Tomorrow night, I think, is huge for the Yankees just because, bro, if you could find a way to scrap some runs against Shane Bieber as well, because we've seen them do it before in the wild card series, bro.
They didn't just scratch some runs across. They beat up on him.
Yeah. No, I know. But that's what I'm saying.
The thing is Bieber loves to throw a curveball. You need to get to him early. You cannot give Shane Bieber a lead. Luckily, we got Garrett Cole. You can't give Bieber a lead because those curveballs, like he's lucky he got Judge got a fastball, but just be ready.
Yeah.
Pounce on the fastball.
I hate to go back to Newsbreak, but THG says, Pat, sorry for the dumb question, but what is Newsbreak? Newsbreak is basically an app for local news. You have the Citizen app, Brandon?
Yes.
Okay, so it's basically like the Citizen app, but it's just like for local news. So download Newsbreak, link in the description. We're basically kind of like producing Yankees content for Newsbreak. So yeah. Cole versus Bieber, damn what a matchup, says Austin Lugo. This is easily the best pitching matchup we've seen so far this season, right?
With the Yankees, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so there is one thing I do want to touch on. Jay Happ tonight. Brandon, you know we had to talk about this. Jay Happ carried a no-hitter into the 8th inning.
I mean, it's a dead-end ball. What do you expect?
Okay, but shout out to Jay Happ.
Yeah.
I saw like a lot of people on Twitter like roasting him, like especially when he lost the no-hitter, they're like celebrating. Bro, I understand Jay Happ wasn't the best pitcher when he was with the Yankees, but still, like, bro, like the dude wasn't terrible. And also, like, when people move on from the Yankees, like, I don't hate them for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like we wanted him back. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Another takeaway from tonight. I do want to talk for a little bit about Gary Sanchez. Just because, listen, you got the El Gary hat on. Brandon, I know every season you pick Gary Sanchez to be the MVP, basically. So I kind of want to address where he is currently, because to start off the season, we saw a resurgent campaign from Gary Sanchez, right? I believe as soon as like a week ago, right? He was batting like 260 something. Since then, he's gone on a dramatic cold streak, which we were expecting because Gary's one of those very streaky hitters. But now his average is down to like 204 with a 663 OPS, which isn't terrible, but it's not good like it was before. But what are you thinking out of Gary for the rest of the season?
I mean, he had a single today and a hard hit liner to Rosario, so he's seeing the ball, but like, this is a really cold streak. I honestly see them starting to, I wouldn't say platooning, but I think you'll see Higgy more often than not. Like, let's say if Gary catches 5 days of the week, maybe Higgy will catch 2 days a week.
Yeah. But
that's honestly not a bad thing. That keeps Gary off of his feet, keeps him fresh.
It's not a bad thing, especially because, listen, Gary's defense has improved. I think that's something that hasn't really been touched on too much this season by anybody. Gary Sanchez has improved kind of, would we say framing-wise as well?
Oh, 100%.
It doesn't look like his framing is as bad.
Before he would go like, let's say the ball was here, he would, instead of just trying to catch the corner, he would go right in the middle. He's just receiving the ball just much better, and he's waiting back.
Yeah.
Which he always used to just like reach out and grab.
Yeah, shout out to Gary Sanchez. Love Gary. But also shout out to Ruben Cruz with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, my man. Legend in the chat. He says deGrom just had 3 straight starts with 14 Ks, and 15 Ks tonight. Cole needs to show who is the ace of New York. LOL, just saying. I don't think it's possible.
I'm sorry, but like any Yankee fan who says Jacob deGrom is not the best pitcher in baseball, you're letting your bias hang. He is by far the best pitcher in baseball. No one can touch him. Now, Garrett Cole is really good, but like Jacob deGrom is really good at baseball.
No, I know. And it's like I see Yankee fans all the time kind of saying like, oh, like Cole's the best pitcher in New York. We love Garrett Cole. And he's obviously the ace of the Yankees.
He's the second best pitcher in baseball, but like Jacob deGrom is the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah, but Brandon, I don't know if this is bad for saying this, but I would say it's not even close.
Oh, no, not at all. Like Cole's great, but like I don't see anyone touching deGrom this year.
No, I know. Bro, Jacob deGrom's unreal. And it's okay, I hate to kind of get on the deGrom train here, but it's crazy how just a few years ago, I mean, he was like the Mets number 2, right? And then all of a sudden, he completely just rose up, and now he's the best in the game by far.
He just changed his arm angle, gained 5 miles an hour, and the rest is history.
You love to see it. But Ruben Cruz with another $2 dono. Appreciate you so much, my man. He says, I agree. deGrom has been the best 4 years now. Yeah, bro, it's been a while. And it kind of sucks because, like, bro, he's on the Mets, and I feel like his talent just goes so to waste sometimes. I would love to see Jacob deGrom in, like, a postseason. Could you imagine?
It'll be like the wildcard game against the Giants that they had where Syndergaard and Bumgarner trade zeros until Jerry's Familia gives up a 3-run home run to
Connor Gillespie.
Who then proceeds to hit a 2-run triple off of Chapman.
Yeah, no.
Like that
dude had an unreal postseason.
Like it wasn't like Chapman throwing 99. He was throwing 103 up, and he still got the barrel of the ball.
No, I know. But shout out to Alex with a $2.99 dono. Appreciate you, my man. I think the Yankees crush Shane Bieber, don't they? I think historically they do.
I think we'll find out tomorrow. I don't like making predictions like this anymore. I'm just gonna. You know what? I mean, they did the last postseason, but like, you can't really count how they did against him previous years because he really took a big step from 2019 to 2020.
Sure, but it's also a very similar Yankees.
He also had a Mickey Mouse Cy Young.
Well, I mean, you could say the same about Trevor Bauer now.
He also had a Mickey Mouse Cy Young.
Okay, but if you say that, or you can say the Dodgers had a Mickey Mouse World Series.
Everyone had a Mickey Mouse season.
Brandon, no, that's actually ludicrous.
No, the Dodgers not only did that, but they also had to play through the wild card series. So
exactly,
they did. No, the Dodgers deserved it.
Yeah. If we're looking at Shane Bieber's like career stats against the Yankees, he's made 2 regular season starts, and with that 8 2/3, gave up 8 earned runs. So there's that. I don't know.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I don't think he's going to throw a lot of fastballs though. I think he's going to throw heavy breaking balls. So just if he hangs one, pounce on it.
You know, I think Odor kind of goes yard again tomorrow. I hate to jump. I'm not even jumping on the Odor bandwagon, but it seems like whenever the Yankees need a clutch hit, bro, like
Derek Dietrich is watching.
He comes out of nowhere though. No,
bro,
I love Derek Dietrich.
That bat drop was just beautiful.
No, I love Derek Dietrich, but it comes to a point where it's like Rougned Odor is just coming in too clutch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that was a bat drop and a half.
No, I know.
Honest, you know what I'm thinking about? So the Yankees play the Mets on September 11th at Citi Field. You know what would be perfect? If it's Cole versus deGrom.
We've never seen that, have we?
No, but imagine that September 11th at Citi Field, 20th anniversary, Cole versus deGrom, 2 best pitchers in baseball.
No, that would be unreal. That would actually be unreal. Ruben with another $2 dono. Ruben, you are the man, bro. Appreciate you for real. Man, imagine Cole and deGrom as your 2 aces. Could you imagine that? Bro, I would lose sleep over that just because, like, I'm anticipating. Imagine game 1, game 2 ALDS. That's an automatic series win.
And then imagine us having Severino back to normal as your 3.
No, I don't like that.
Oh,
I'm not as high on Severino as you. I'm really not.
I mean, we saw what he's able to do. I think if he can develop that changeup, he'll be really good. He cannot survive with a fastball slider anymore. That's gone.
Bro, this is so hypothetical, right? But game 1, Jacob deGrom. Game 2, Garrett Cole. Game 3, Masahiro Tanaka. It doesn't get better than that.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't. I did see one comment before that I wanted to pull up. Where was it? It was THG says, not gonna lie, I really like Pat's hat right now.
Pat, where can you get that hat?
You can get this hat from unhingedclothing.shop.
What else can you get there?
You could also get a bunch of tees, all $10. You could purchase a #ShutUpBrandon t-shirt, $10. Just click on that Unhinged Yankees little blurb on top of unhingedclothing.shop. Stay tuned. Let's see. He said the long hair wasn't cutting it, shaved his head, and best pitcher in baseball. You think the hair was holding him back?
Who knows? I mean, the hair's not holding us back.
That's true. Brandon, I like the positivity tonight. But,
I mean, how can you not be positive? Baseball is actually not making us depressed. Aroldis Chapman looks amazing, and Giancarlo Stanton murdered 2 baseballs.
No, like I'm actually very happy. But listen, I do want to bring up one other guy from tonight, right? Another guy who kind of disappointing start to a season, Clint Frazier. Our whole team are kind of like the biggest Clint Frazier guys, right? And it's coming to a point where we love defending him, and we love saying, like, yes, he's our everyday left fielder. And the Yankees are finally giving him the consistent playing time that we've been crying for, and he's still not able to do anything with it. And it's so confusing because we're seeing solid at-bats, right? He's working counts, he's getting walks, but it seems like he just can't put the bat on the ball.
I mean, in the pregame, I do have to mention this. I said Hicks and Frazier were going to home run, and literally right after Hicks hits a home run, Frazier comes up, hits one to dead center off the bat. I thought it was gone. He just missed it. But I mean, and also I know I'm now not pissed at him of the ball Reyes hit because it was hit so hard. Mm-hmm. But for the love of God, you need to hit the cutoff man. Like, he needs to stop overthrowing the cutoff man.
I think he gets too excited.
Exactly, but you got to always hit your cutoff man. We ain't going to have Derek Jeter running in from nowhere. But, I mean, the big issue with Frazier is that, like, 35% swing rate at strikes. I don't have enough fingers to count how many times he's looked at a fastball down the middle. Like, we need Frazier where he's aggressive. Like, aggressive is, I think, honestly, at this point, he's being too cautious. You can kind of tell. Like think about it like an MLB The Show. This is a really bad analogy, but like if you want to stay patient, you're gonna take pitches that you know might not normally take. He just needs to. Again, the Yankees need like a mental therapist or something, where he needs to go to the same baseball therapist that Greg Maddux went to that changed his career, because it's just something up there. He needs to go back to where he was aggressive and he knows the pitches he can hit, because he has the bat speed to hit anything. He does.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that this was an issue to start the season? Because I don't think so.
He started off hot. I just think.
So where did it come from?
Maybe pitchers started figuring it out.
Within the first few games of the season? I don't see it. All right, this is just my theory. I could be totally wrong, but this is just what I think happened. I think what had happened was he started off the season hot, right? Kind of ran into a couple of rough games. And then, Brandon, I hate to say this, but I think the 2 straight games they sat him after struggling for a few days, I think that kind of killed Clint Frazier mentally.
I know.
I really do.
I truly think he needed that because, excuse me.
2 straight games?
I mean, bro, he was like not even making contact.
Bro, but that was over like a 3 or 4 game stretch.
But I think he had like 9 strikeouts in those, which was...
Bro, but who cares? When he's your everyday left fielder, you can't sit him 2 straight games. If you want to sit him one day, sure, right? But I think 2 straight games, that's ridiculous.
I think what happened in the end is that like, here's the thing. Love Clint Frazier, but sitting 2 straight games, like we can't baby him mentally. Like, he should be able to handle being sat for like 2 games. And I know it's all good with like momentum and stuff, but like this struggle,
bro. Okay, but Brandon, what everyday starter sits 2 straight games because they struggle?
But then again, then you have that point. I mean, I really don't know, because also what's concerning is like all these pop-ups in the infield. He's either striking out or popping up in the infield. He's not like with Gary. You can tell that maybe he's close to maybe going on his little hot streak when he starts to hit the ball hard. With Frazier, he's right now striking out or popping out. He's not lining the ball. Yes, he's having better at-bats, but the issue is he's taking pitches he should be hitting. Now, you could say today Stanton was doing the same, but no, Stanton hit a 98-mile-an-hour fastball out and then a 91. You could see the Yankees were getting more fastballs because they were laying off the breaking stuff. Like you could see from the first pitch, these at-bats were much, much better.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I would definitely have to agree. I do want to bring up Alex's donation. Shout out to you, Alex, with a $2 dono. Appreciate you. Rotation, deGrom, game 1, Cole, game 2, Bieber, game 3.
Can I go out on a limb and say Bieber's overrated right now?
I don't think that's going out on a limb. Is he off to a good start this season? I haven't even checked.
He gave up a home run to Miggy in the snow.
All right, well, but 2-1, 2.45 ERA.
He pitched in the same division that Bauer pitched against, but in the National League and American League. He was going up against the Twins, the White Sox. I mean, honestly, I would take a couple other pitchers over him.
Yeah. No, I would have to agree. I think he was definitely a product of very easy competition last year, right? But Alex, also another $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. I will also go bankrupt. Please don't go bankrupt. I definitely don't want that to happen. So if the donos are making you bankrupt, please hit the pause. Jamie says, if Frazier doesn't pick it up, Tauchman will get his shot sooner than I thought. And, I wouldn't be completely opposed to that, simply because this whole time when, let's say Frazier's like severely struggling, right? My only main concern is like if you're going to bench him, don't put in Brett Gardner. Yeah. If you're going to give somebody a shot, give it to Mike Tauchman, a guy who's done more than earned his fair share of consistent at-bats. And if you want to like platoon him and Clint until Clint gets going, I'm not opposed to that. And then have Gardner as like your bench outfielder.
Yeah, I mean, Clint really needs to figure it out because it's getting concerning at this point. Like Hicks has figured it out. Hicks was starting to line balls from both sides of the plate, better at bats. But like with Frazier, he seems lost. And it's like it's concerning.
Just doesn't seem like it's getting any better. That's the tough part, bro.
Which is the scary thing.
But that's my thing. It's like I can only defend a guy so much, right? I love Clint Frazier to hell and back. But then it comes to a point where it's like, bro, like give me something to vouch for you.
That's
you know?
me and Gary Sanchez. Like, can I continue to say that there are some days I would have him over Higgy, but as Higgy keeps playing well, they're like, you know what? I can't sit here and be like Gary over Higgy. Right now, I would say pretty even.
Yeah, no, I know. And, bro, the thing with Clint Frazier is, like, while his at-bats, like, it seems like they trend upwards at times. Also, like, he could still go 0 for 4, but have solid at-bats. It seems like, are we going to say a lot of it can have to do with bad luck, too? Because, like, the ball he smoked to center field tonight. Like, that's just bad.
Yeah, no, I jumped up and screamed thinking he got that because I was about to get my prediction right. But that was good because he picked on the first pitch. That was impressive. The walk against Clase was impressive because that dude is like, I want to see if he's actually human because I don't think a human should be able to throw not just 100 mile, but 101 mile an hour cutter. Like, that's insane.
Where did they get him from?
He was actually on Texas.
Yeah,
they traded him for Kluber. He was suspended all last year for PEDs.
That makes sense because, bro, I was really thinking, I was like, I remember Class A was on Texas.
He smoked us at the end of 2019. Like, I remember saying in the group chat, I'm like, this guy's not human. I mean, then that's the best compliment you can give him. And not only is he throwing 101 mile an hour cutter, that's with control. Good luck hitting that.
No, I know. Alex I'm
liking this hashtag.
$2 dono. Alex, I genuinely appreciate you, my man. You're fully funding the Unhinged fund so we could buy the Yankees. Brendan, I don't know if you were here. You weren't in the chat last night, were you?
You banned me.
Oh, okay, there you go. That's right. But we were talking last night. Listen, I think we're gonna start an Unhinged fund so we could buy the Yankees.
I'll be the manager.
GoFundMe. I don't know about that.
No, you'll be the manager. I'll be the GM because I'm decent with that stuff.
I think we said you could be pitching coach. I think that's what we agreed on.
You know what? I actually like that. I like that. No, I actually like. Who's our GM though?
I think Jalen would be a solid GM.
Yeah, I was just about to say Jalen would be a really, I would love to be pitching. Who's our hitting coach?
That's something that has to be decided later on.
Anyone but Marcus Timms.
Trey Ambergy.
Anyone but Marcus Timms.
But
you know what's funny though? Sorry to interrupt. Is that they're like he comes out with the article saying they need to stop trying to hit 3-run home runs. when there's no one on base and they go out and hit 3 home runs.
No, I know. Whatever.
4.
Alex says, hashtag keep donating until Pat dumps water on his head.
So if someone donates $15 right now, you're going to dump water on your head? A $15 dono, would you dump water on your head?
No.
20.
Bro, I know. My standards are a little bit higher than that. I'm sorry.
What's your standards?
Nothing.
Nothing 50.
Right now.
I think if someone donates a $50 super chat, you got to dump water on your head.
No, I'm not. Lori, $5 dono. Appreciate you, Lori. Unhinged by the Yankees fun. I'm in. Bro, okay, wait. Let's think about this realistically, right? Let's say we get $50 in donos every night. Now, how many days would it take to buy the Yankees? Probably not in my lifetime.
No, we would not be alive.
No.
Because there's a $7 billion, something like really expensive.
365 days in a year.
Mm-hmm. So times 50. So wait, let me do the math.
Do it.
So
in the meantime,
365, but also counting we'll just ignore this leap year. So that would be only $18,250 a year. So we wouldn't be close.
No, we're never hitting it. We're never hitting. But I do want to bring up Ruben's comment here. He says it's too soon to tell with Gary, but I still think Higgy needs to start at least half of the games. Now, this is an interesting comment that I'm not too opposed to. I think especially with Kyle Higashioka being a ridiculous backup catcher right now. It's okay. This is something that's crazy because it seems like whenever the Yankees have a backup catcher, he becomes the best backup catcher in baseball. It's a little bit weird, but he's on fire right now. And with Gary struggling, I wouldn't be opposed to Higgy kind of starting half the games right now.
Honestly, if we play 7 days a week, maybe Gary starts 5 or 4 and Higgy starts the other.
I was going to say 4.
Gary can still be the majority because he will catch 4 of the games. But Higgy is most likely going to be catching Cole all the time unless it's the playoffs. Honestly, I would even say in the playoffs because we've seen it. I see Gary catching who caught Montgomery in the game against the Orioles?
I want to say Gary. No.
Yeah.
I think. Besides Higgy starting, was it last night? He started last night, didn't he? So I think before that, that was his first start with a pitcher other than Cole. No.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely Gary that caught Monty then.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have.
I would have to agree. Let's see. I do want to pull up this comment from Ed King. Way to keep your dignity, Pat. Listen, I'm not selling my soul for dumping some water on my head. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. William Flores, $5.5 billion. Sean, $50 a night for a few days might be able to get us a beer and a chicken bucket. Bro, those chicken buckets are good. Chat, if anybody's been to a game so far this year and's gotten a chicken bucket, let me know if they're still good. I don't know if COVID kind of changed the taste. That's actually interesting because COVID changes. Okay.
Stop.
Yeah. No.
Stop.
Yeah. Joseph says Cole is very good, but I feel like he was better with the Astros.
He's the same.
Okay. Here's my thing. I think Cole was just more of intimidating.
It was that run he went on. It was just that run he went on. But I mean,
he's still the same Garrett Cole.
He's still the same Garrett Cole. Still a guy that's going to give you really quality stuff. I mean, he's the same pitcher.
Oh, so apparently Higgy caught a game with Kluber. Is that true?
Wasn't the last game, so it was probably one of his bad starts. Yeah, I think it was against the Blue Jays.
Yeah. Jerome says the garlic fried chicken bucket is gas. Bro, I don't like garlic fries. Is that an unpopular opinion?
No, I don't like them either.
Okay, it's bro, it's too much garlic. It's way too much garlic. Let's see. Ed King, Higgy can easily be a late bloomer. Many examples of that in baseball. You know who else is a late bloomer that the Yankees have? Mikey T.
Mike Tautman. Best Mike T in baseball.
Okay. Yeah, it took me a minute, but I got that, and I completely agree. But I haven't edited that. Do you actually?
Yeah, it was when Trout hit a home run off of and it cuts to Tautman's first career home run.
Listen, Brennan, William Flores brings up this comment. Bro, let's talk about Elon being owner of the Yankees. Now, I mentioned it to who was I talking about this? I think Jalen last night. And he's completely opposed to it. But I'm like, bro, we're talking about a guy with unlimited funds.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do Elon. You would have to do someone that really knows baseball well. Elon's like really he's got Tesla and everything. He's focused on that.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Dave Portnoy. Wav Gladiator says Cole is technically better. He's never had an ERA below 2 this early.
Yeah, Cole has always been a slow starter, so it's quite interesting to see him really start this. Because before he would see by slow start, I mean he would really not have as good control to start.
Yeah.
But I mean, we had that last start. Because I think David Cohn said it perfectly. Let's say you have about 30 starts a year. You're gonna have about 5 to 7 of them. You're gonna have everything. So that like for Cole, that would be like perfect game type stuff. About 10 to 15, you'll have like your B stuff. Like you'll have a couple pitches, you might not have it. And then like 5 to 10, you'll literally have nothing. But with Cole having nothing, he still finds a way. I would say his last start, he had nothing.
It's unreal. I wouldn't say he had nothing, but not his best stuff.
I would say it was like his C stuff. I wouldn't even say it was B stuff.
But bro, it's that gamer mentality, bro. He's a dog on the mound. Love it. But KG Baseball, I kind of agree. Cole deserves the beard. Bro, imagine Garrett Cole in pinstripes with that beautiful
beard. Ford
beard.
Can have, for lack of better words, a really scary mustache. Then
yes.
Just, honestly, if we talk about Yankee mustaches, though, I still think Don Mattingly had one of the best ones.
Okay, yes, but like a mustache does not work on everybody.
No.
Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I could grow a pretty solid mustache and it looks decent.
But just thinking of Judge with a mustache really scares me.
No, I know. I don't know. Like, we talk about this facial hair policy thing way too much, but I don't understand how mustaches are allowed, but like Cole beards aren't. It blows my mind. Okay, moving on. Alex says the Yankees this offseason should sign one more extremely good pitcher this offseason, sign a few bats and bullpen arms, blah, 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 but they should sign a huge free agent pitcher. Are there even any free agent pitchers this offseason?
Scherzer.
Yeah, but he's going to be old.
Let me do some research. So it would be 2022?
Well, yeah, but is Max Scherzer even having a good year this year?
I don't know. Could you please check?
He's 1-1 with a 1.8 through 4 starts. Do we think Scherzer gets traded at the deadline?
That's actually something I've been thinking about. You really just gotta wait and see. Oh, wait. Freddie Freeman might be a free agent, but pitchers. Syndergaard, Kershaw. You'll have Verlander coming off of Tommy John. Lance Lynn, did Lance Lynn sign an extension with the White Sox?
Didn't he just sign an extension with the White Sox?
Either way, Zach Greinke, Paxton, but he's coming off of Tommy John. Bauer has his opt out. I mean, Marcus Stroman. I really don't see anyone worth going after. That's when you would have to value the trade market.
Damn, bro. Is it crazy to think about? Like, hear me out. You trade for Max Scherzer at the deadline, kind of absolutely solidify this starting rotation.
Gotta see what he's doing, though.
I think listen, if he has a sub 3.5, you trade for him.
Yeah.
You don't have to give up that much. In that deal, include Juan Soto, Throne, Tyler Wade.
No. Juan Soto, and you know what? Let's get Trey Turner. We'll put him at short. We'll put Gleyber at second.
That's true. No. But seriously, like, bro, you trade for Max Scherzer at the deadline. Kind of like abandon the whole idea of Trevor Story, and then, as Sean would say, I'd sell my soul for Trevor Story in the offseason. Could you imagine bringing Story to the Bronx, bro?
It would be a really good story.
Okay, that was really bad. Let's see. Ed King says, remember when Gardner tried to grow a mustache a few years ago?
I don't want to remember that. I do not want to remember that. I have nightmares.
Do I need to pull it up on the screen?
No, we don't.
I think I did a few times. Chat might remember. No. But I'll pull it up again anyway. That was back in 2015 when all the Yankees did, right?
Yes, when Brendan Ryan had Teixeira had a good one. Teixeira had a good mustache.
Yeah. Let me pull up the Gardner mustache though, because I think that's something that everyone's dying to see. No. Sometimes
Danny Espinosa's facial hair was amazing.
I was gonna say sometimes I have dreams about Brett Gardner's mustache, but they kind of turn into nightmares very, very quickly.
Pat, I'm worried about you.
No, same. Bro, what are we thinking?
Please, no, please.
It kind of looks like a hairy caterpillar.
Please stop. No.
Like a caterpillar in a cocoon.
No, stop.
like
No.
busting out of its cocoon and just becoming a butterfly.
Let's stop because now you're getting sus and it's making me uncomfortable.
Let's see. John says, but I know Pat loves Castillo. I do love Luis Castillo. But it's like, what do you give up for him? Do you think like
a COVID vaccine, Tyler Wade, and a chicken bucket?
J&J or Pfizer?
We'll go Pfizer or Moderna because we don't want them getting blood clots.
Yeah, fair enough.
The more you know.
Let's see. Sean says log off for that, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon, you just want to dip out or no? Are you gonna stick around? All right, cool.
I'm gonna support that. I'm gonna stay true to that joke.
Okay, Alex, heavily disagree on this one. I'm not trading Luke Voigt for Max Scherzer.
The only way you trade Luke Voigt is if you're guaranteed you're going to get one of those shortstops next year. Because then
there's no guarantee of that.
I know. That's why you only trade Luke Voigt after you sign the shortstop. Because you move DJ to first, Torres at second, whoever that is at short, Gio at third.
Bro, wait, okay. This is so off topic, but it just went rambling through my head. Chat, the Yankees are good again. I hope I'm not like jumping in conclusions here, but the Yankees are back.
Let's see if we can do 3 in a row.
But this is 3 out of 4 now.
This is positive. The game we won against the Braves did not look that good.
No, but wins a win. 3 out of 4.
I mean, honestly, just think about it.
I'm happy. No, Brandon, I'm ecstatic.
If Montgomery didn't have that massive blow up, I would say the pitching staff's actually looking. It's not just like we have our main 4 relievers. Like, imagine this: when Zach Britton comes back, you're gonna have Zach Britton, Aroldis Chapman, Chad Green, Jonathan Loaiza's up there now, Darren O'Day. If Justin Wilson can find a way to get outs,
your boy Nick Nelson struggled.
Yeah, he
doesn't look good.
He shouldn't have started in the first inning.
Yeah,
he's like a guy that I would see. Honestly, also, we forget about Luis Cessa.
Bro, I say this all the time. Luis Cessa, for years, has been the most underrated arm in the Yankees bullpen.
An amazing slider.
And people hate him. Like, Yankee fans hate Luis Cessa. I don't know why, but he's not bad at all. I'm sorry. Let's see. Amy says, what's your favorite food of the ballpark? I would say the chicken bucket with the fries, and it's not even close.
French fries.
Not the chicken bucket?
I can't because I have celiac.
You're gluten-free. I'm sorry. They don't have a gluten-free option?
Sadly, they don't. I wish they did.
So you've never had a Yankee Stadium chicken bucket?
Bacon on a stick is really good.
Bacon on a stick?
Yeah, you haven't seen the bacon on a stick?
No. I've seen the sushi.
And then you have the Nathan French fries. Can never go wrong with Nathan French fries.
Bro, I'm actually interested in the answer to this question. Has anybody ever gotten sushi at Yankee Stadium? Because don't get me wrong.
One of my friends used to. When I went with him, he would get sushi.
Bro, I love sushi. But I just don't know if Yankee Stadium's like the environment I'm enjoying sushi in. You know what I mean?
You should go to a game, do a vlog of you getting sushi.
I should try it because it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. It looks very fresh and everything. I just don't know if I'm into it. I don't know. Shout out to Christopher Burgos with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, my man. $4.99 to be exact. Appreciate you so much. deGrom has opted out in 2022. Give him whatever he wants. Does he actually have an opt out in 2022?
Steve Cohen's not letting that man walk 5 feet away from that stadium.
You want to bet?
Yeah. I do not see him going anywhere else.
Bro, I'd give him a massive hug and a high five.
And a chicken bucket?
I'd offer him a chicken bucket, kind of see if he's liking it, because his family would be eating a lot of it if they were there, I don't know. We'll see. We got Jay Lonzo in the chat. Shout out to Jalen. They're opening Benihana at the stadium. I will never leave.
I'm interested to see how that works because I know they cook in front of you, but wouldn't you be wanting to watch the game?
No,
I'm confused.
So, Brandon, how it goes is they come to your seat and they cook in front of you. They even do that volcano, the flaming volcano, in front of your seat.
Bro, they could go a couple rows down and throw the food at you as well. You got to catch it.
That's it's a little bit strange though that they are opening a Benihana at the stadium.
Yeah, if you think about it.
Maybe it's gonna be one of those sit down things, like the Hard Rock or the NYY Steak, right?
Has anyone who's been to a game? This is information we need to know. Is the Cracker Jacks guy still there? This is something I need to know. You don't need to be in his section. You just need to have decent hearing. You will hear him.
Can you do an impression of him?
Cracker Jacks.
I think I might need to log off for the night after that.
You told me to, and I didn't hesitate.
No, I wasn't expecting it to be that brutal.
That was close. I mean, I don't know.
No, you sounded like you had a balloon stuck in your throat.
That's kind of what he sounds like, but that's okay.
That's rude. I love the Cracker Jacks guy.
He's a great guy.
Have you ever been to the Hard Rock at the stadium?
Yes.
Okay, I went like in the off season one year. It's actually very good.
Yeah.
I went there. Pork sandwich.
We went there. I went there before game 2 of the ALDS, and Jim Liritz was like right behind us.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. Jalen says this makes exact sense. I think it's gonna be one of the sit down spots for all the fancy rich people who waste space at the games. That makes so much sense because, bro, like, let's be honest, like Yankee Stadium has a lot of like sit down places. Who's going to a baseball game and sitting down and
there was like this TikTok of these people saying, "Tell me you're a New Yorker without telling me you're a New Yorker," and they were sitting in the Legends suites, and the entire comments were, "No real New Yorker sits there."
I've never sat there before.
Neither have I.
You know, I did sit in like the Legend suites of like Citi Field because do you remember when like there was the hurricane in Tampa and then they played that was the only reason.
When the thumbs down guy.
Yes, it was that game. It was the exact game too. Yeah.
Didn't Sonny Gray pitch that game? I think he did.
I think so. I could be wrong,
times.
but I think so. William Flores says great content, Pat. Great viewer, William. I appreciate you, my man.
Pat doesn't get a lot of compliments, so that you really made his day.
That's so not true, but I do appreciate compliments. Like compliments put a smile on my face. Just saying. If deGrom opts out, I'm gonna give him
not
4
enough.
years, 180. Bro, I would give him
40 million a year, 60 million a year.
10 years and my soul.
Give him the entire like all the money that George gave Hal. All of it.
Okay. Before we do wrap up the post game tonight, listen, Brandon, I don't know if you heard us talking about this the past few days. We've talked about this for the past few days just because I think it's like a crazy scenario. Mm-hmm. Did you know that George Steinbrenner was planning on passing ownership to the team to his daughter's husband, but then they got divorced, so he gave it to Hal instead? It's a crazy scenario.
He honestly should have given it to Hank because Hank cares more about the team, but he has sadly passed away. I don't know why you gave it to Hal over Hank because Hank, you could tell early on, cared more about the team. I don't know why you give it. I don't know if it was like next down, but like he should have given it to this young kid named Patrick Hennessy and Brandon Kramer.
Definitely not you. We could not be business partners, Brandon. Sorry.
As owners of the Yankees, we would make sure the team wins. Like Brett Gardner doesn't even step 5 feet.
Sure.
You would get a restraining order from him.
Jerome says, I got free tux for the Legends once. It is sick. I believe he means ticks, but then Lori said you wore a tux to a Yankee game. But, bro, if you get free tickets for the Legend Suite, bro, I'm capitalizing.
I'm sorry, but if I'm sitting behind home plate, you got to wear something that makes you stand out.
Oh, yeah. Bro, I'd wear,
like some person one time wore like a dinosaur costume. I would go, imagine going dressed as an umpire. That would be funny.
Bro.
Just make sure Angel Hernandez or Joe West are not umping the game because you will get tossed.
Bro, no joke. Like, I would take so advantage of the free food because I'm pretty sure all the food and drinks are free, right?
Unhinged mukbang. Those videos where people just get enormous amounts of food.
Oh, God. Jalen says they should give the team to me. I'll sell my hat collection to make sure we get deGrom. Now, that's a lot.
We'll add that to our package deal to the Mets, which is the Pfizer vaccine, now Jalen's hat collection, a chicken bucket, and a bag of chips.
I think we should send you over there, too.
No, please don't.
I'd part ways with you. I'd part ways with you for deGrom. Easily. I mean, that's not even a question. But, chat, that is going to wrap things up for tonight's postgame. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Do I go live on Twitch tonight, Brandon? If I do, it'll be pretty late.
I think you should, and I think you should open packs.
You know what, chat? How about this? I will be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Unhinged New York at 12 a.m. How about that? We're going to be going
24-hour live stream.
That's so not true. But the link is in the chat. Go follow twitch.tv/Unhinged New York. Turn on post notifications over there. Going to be playing some MLB The Show. Probably game 2 of the World Series. We're in the World Series with the Royals against the Dodgers, so we're probably going to be doing that. But, Brendan, that is going to wrap things up. Tomorrow, the game starts at 6 o'clock, I believe, so we're going to be going live for the pregame at 5. recorded video going up on the channel as well at 12. Also head over to Newsbreak, download the app, link in the description. We're posting exclusive content on there, little post-game recaps, and some exclusive videos as well. If you want to check out the Chapman video, it's going to be up in a few hours as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the pregame, 5 p.m. You guys know the deal. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. See you on Twitch at 12. Peace. Have a good night, everyone.